Hello, guys. It's your boy Luca Bazooka here to talk about Andre Gomes and why I think we might have dodged a bullet by not signing him. According to some of the research I did, I don't think Madrid even ever contacted Valencia concerning him. It was just a whole bunch of AS and Marca garbage. The same way they said we wanted to sign David Alaba from Bayern Munich for 60 million, but Bayern were like, no, they want 80 mil. That's another baseless rumor. But back to the Andre Gomes transfer. And I think, then again, I just think we never really needed him because we already have Kovacic and Isco and James. That's enough. Adding Andre Gomes would have been stupid if Madrid, ever wanted to go through with it, because then they'd have to sell one of the three I mentioned. And then you have to think they also have Asensio too, so that was not necessary. But like I was saying, I think we dodged the bullet there because recently he's not been performing up to that 30 million price tag that could end up running into the 60 due to the many add-ons on a contract that Barca agreed to from Valencia. But let's go back to his Valencia days, where he managed to hold down a starting spot, or at least feature enough in the first team. And then you'd notice that the Spanish media, they were just gassing him up like he was the next this, the next that, and I'm trying to let you know that they failed to notice that Valencia at that time were horrible. They were like trying to stay out of relegation. They were sinking, and they've only continued to sink further this season. And they were just running through managers, I think, too. And at one point they even hired Gary Neville, which was a failed experiment. As we all know, he got sacked 2-3 months later from his post. But you need to know that when teams are performing terribly, coaches tend to give the younger ones chances when they know they're old and experienced dudes or not putting in the performances needed to win matches. So they start opening the doors for the young lads. And Andre Gomes, that's where he comes in. He did well enough, I guess, for the Valencia coach before Neville, to hold down a spot on the regular and feature in here and there. And I also watched him during the Euros. And honestly, I'm not saying this because, he's at Barca, but honestly, I don't see anything special in him. Didn't see it in the Euros. Didn't see it in the Spanish media besides their usual gassing up of anything young and fresh. I just don't see anything special in him. Yes, he has good technique. He's he's a very good passer. He, dribbling, ball control, all that, he has it. But as far as that special oomph or that special spice in him, I don't think he has it. I don't think he has it. I think he's trying to find a word here. I think he's a natural ball shuttler. He can carry the ball from, up and down the pitch. He has the stamina, he has the mindset for, organization and formations and all that. But outside of that, there's just really nothing special about him. And I'm not trying to knock his talent down. He's very, he is talented, but I don't see anything extra. Same thing goes for Rakitic, who at times when I watch Barca games, it's hard to even notice any of them on the pitch. Like when Iniesta comes on the pitch, he's there. You see him, it's as clear as day. He's the one running with the ball. He's the one running the show. But when, I see Rakitic or Andre Gomes, it's like, at times it looks like it's just Busquets and Iniesta. At times it looks like it's just both of them just doing everything, and the third man in the midfield is non-existent. But hey, that's not our problem. You know, the club saved themselves the supposedly or allegedly 50 to 60 mil that Valencia wanted for Andre Gomes. For some reason, they don't like doing business with us, and I think there's a history to that, which is why they continue to sell all their players to Barca for like dirt cheap compared to the billions that they demand from us if we ever wanted to go in to buy their players. You can go look at the David Villa transfer. He could have been a Madrid player, but you know, they, for whatever reason, they wanted to spite us and sold him to Barca, which is why Madrid allocated all their money towards signing Ronaldo. Imagine what we could have been like. We could have had both David Villa and Ronaldo in the same team. That would have been crazy, but hey, all things happen for a reason. And you know, back to Andre Gomes. Right now, I think he's in a very poor stretch of form, which would lead the internet to overreacting on whether or not Barca made a good investment, because I think it's still too early. It is still way too early to decide on whether or not he was a good transfer. And he hasn't reached Danilo's level of garbageness yet. When he does, then, you know, we can start saying, yee, maybe Barca should ship him off for somebody else. But until then, right now, I think he's just in a poor stretch of form. And there was a passing map I came up across online, and it showed Busquets, Iniesta, and just about everyone ignoring him with their passes. Completely ignoring him, and maybe that's why he's hard to notice sometimes on the pitch. But, you know, then again, like I said, he is talented, but I don't see that extra specialty or that extra spice in him. Which is why, you know, I'm not mad we didn't sign him. Even when the rumor came out, you know, I'm thinking, okay, then we'd have to sell James, or is the club gonna sell Kovacic or one of them, or Cruz? Because that would just, you know, clog our already clogged midfield. But that's all I have to say for today. You know, let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.